So good morning children, I am Rajiv Kumar Das. Today I am going to teach you about the topic heterotrophic nutrition. So in this topic, first of all you should know what are heterotrophs. So this heterotroph word is derived from a Greek word. Heteros means others and troph means nourishment, means organism which is getting nourishment or food from some other organism. Now let us understand the type of nutrition in bacteria. The bacteria can be autotroph or heterotrophs. The autotrophic bacteria are further classified into two types, the chemotrophic bacteria and photosynthetic bacteria. And heterotrophic bacteria, which cannot manufacture their own food, they are of three types: parasitic, saprophytic and symbiotic. Now let us understand about the three types of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. First is saprophytic mode of nutrition, second is parasitic mode of nutrition, and third is holozoic mode of nutrition. So first, saprophytic mode of nutrition means there are some organisms which can grow or feed on only dead and decaying organic matter. So all bacteria and fungi are included in this type of mode of nutrition. Second is parasitic mode of nutrition. There are some living organisms which are growing on some other living organism for obtaining food and shelter. So this type of nutrition is called parasitic mode of nutrition. So there are many examples of parasitic mode of nutrition. You will find the leech, ascaris. They are the parasites. Apart from, there is another example of plant parasite like the cascata. There are many other parasites in human being. The best example can be the blood parasite for malaria, that is Plasmodium. Third one is holozoic mode of nutrition, means there are some organisms that feed by ingesting solid organic matter completely or partially. They are called their mode of nutrition is called holozoic mode of nutrition. So all animals are included, human being and insectivorous plants. Afterward, you will find the distinction between autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. In autotrophic nutrition, they can self-manufactured food. In heterotrophic, food is obtained ready-made from outside source. Second point, in autotrophic nutrition, external source of energy is required for synthesis of food, and in heterotrophic nutrition, an external source of energy is not required. Third point, in autotrophic mode, that is digestion is not required. In heterotrophic nutrition, digestion is required. Fourth point, in autotrophic nutrition, chlorophyll is present for trapping light energy, and in heterotroph, that chlorophyll is absent. Now see the slides of the saprophytic nutrition. Here mushroom and rhizopus, they are the very good example of the saprophytic mode of nutrition. In parasitic mode of nutrition, you will find the best two examples, leech and ascaris. Afterward, you will study about the holozoic mode of nutrition in amoeba. So see the slide, you can understand that how amoeba ingest the food. So there are different steps for the digestion of food by the amoeba. First is ingestion, second is digestion, third is absorption of food, fourth is assimilation, and the fifth one is the egestions. So the food molecules first enter through the pseudopodia, then food molecules enter into the amoebal cytoplasm. After that, the food molecules is digested by the enzymes secreted, and after that you will find it is utilized for synthesis or for making or development of the cell, that is the assimilation. After that, the undigested food, they are digested. Now next you will find another mode of that holozoic mode of nutrition. Human is a very good example of holozoic mode of nutrition. So see the slide of the digestive system in human being. So that The various organs of the human digestive system are: first is mouth, second is esophagus, third is stomach, fourth is small intestine, and the fifth one is the large intestine. So there are few glands associated with the human digestive system. First is the salivary gland, second is the liver, third is pancreas, and there is also a gland present on the wall of the stomach, that is the gastric glands. So the various steps of nutrition in human being can be summarized as follows. Number one is ingestion. In human being, food is ingested through the mouth. Then food is put into the mouth with the help of hands. Second is the digestion. The digestion of food begins in the mouth itself. Then teeth has a role to cut into small pieces, chew it and grind it. This is a physical digestion. Next is the salivary glands present in the mouth produce a saliva, which is a watery liquid which contains an enzyme called salivary amylase, which digests the starch present in the food into simple sugar. So this is a chemical digestion. Our tongue helps in mixing the saliva with the food. Now the digestion of food remains incomplete in the mouth. Afterward, we will study about the esophagus or the food pipe. The slightly digested food in the mouth is swallowed by the tongue and goes down through the food pipe called esophagus. When the slightly digested food enters the food pipe, the wall of the food pipe start contraction and expansion movements called as peristaltic movement. This peristaltic movement of food pipe pushes the food slightly downward into the stomach. Then, as we will learn about stomach, the stomach is a J-shaped organ present on the left side of the abdomen. The stomach walls contain 3 tubular glands in its walls which secrete gastric juice. The gastric juice contains 3 substances. First is hydrochloric acid, second is the enzyme pepsin, and third is the mucus. Now we will study about the role of these 3 components of the gastric juice. First is hydrochloric acid creates an acidic medium which facilitates the action of the enzyme pepsin, that is for digestion of protein. Second function of the hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria present in the stomach. Now that second is mucus, another component of the gastric juice. Mucus helps to protect the stomach wall from its own secretion of hydrochloric acid. The partially digested food then goes from the stomach into the small intestine. And in the small intestine, we will learn about further that from the stomach, the partially digested food enters into the small intestine. The small intestine is the largest part of the alimentary canal. The small intestine is very narrow and arranged in the form of a coil in our belly. The small intestine in human being is the site of complete digestion of food, that is carbohydrate, protein and fats. The small intestine receives the secretion of 2 glands, that is liver and pancreas. The liver secretes biles and stored in the gallbladder. So bile has 2 functions. First, it makes the acidic food coming from the stomach alkaline so that the pancreatic enzyme can act on it. Second function of the bile salts break the fats present in the food into smaller globules, making it easy for the enzyme to act and digest. The pancreas secrete pancreatic juice, which contains the enzymes like pancreatic amylase for breaking down starch, trypsin, another important enzyme for digesting proteins, and lipase for breaking down of emulsified fats. The wall of the small intestine contains glands which secrete intestinal juice. The enzymes present in it finally convert the protein into amino acids, complex carbohydrate into glucose, and fats into fatty acids and glycerol. In this way, the process of digestion converts the large and insoluble food molecules into small soluble molecules. Now we will study about the absorption. The small intestine is the main region for the absorption of digested food. The inner surface of the small intestine has numerous finger-like projections called villi, which increases the surface area for the rapid absorption of the digested food. Now, the digested food which is absorbed through the walls of the small intestine reaching to the bloodstream. Now we will study about the assimilation. that the blood carries digested and dissolved food to all parts of the body where it becomes assimilated as part of the cell and is utilized for obtaining energy, building up new tissues and repair of old tissues. Now we will study about the digestion. The unabsorbed food is sent into the large intestine where more will absorb water from this material. That's the end. Thank you all of you.